SmartCrowd is a very unique platform. Essentially, what we enable micro investments into alternative assets, mainly real estate. And the idea behind that is very, very simple. If you look at majority of an average investor, a retail investor, historically, they've been limited to only investing in stocks and bonds. They don't get the opportunity to really build a diversified portfolio. And what I mean by diversified portfolio, having different asset classes that have different risk return profiles. Having a stock portfolio, 10 different stocks, that's great. You have diversification within your stock portfolio, but if the stock market goes down, pretty much everything will go down. So having other asset classes in your investment portfolio is very, very critical and important. It's how the wealthy are able to preserve their capital and grow their wealth, because they're able to manage their risk better. But the average person does not have the ability to do so, because mainly alternative assets, mainly like real estate, require a lot of capital. But in addition to requiring a lot of capital, it also requires your ability to source deals. And then third, having enough knowledge to do the proper due diligence and understand which assets make sense and where you want to deploy that capital. So we solve those three problems with SmartCrowd. And you should think of this as a long-term, relatively illiquid investment that you're going to park it over a long period of time and generate income, and use the income that's being generated to compound it, to continue to reinvest. That's how you grow wealth, right? People don't get wealthy overnight, right? Unless you're very, very lucky. Wealth takes time and patience, and you have to do it with discipline over time. This place is very accessible for young entrepreneurs to try different things. What I really love about Dubai is the accessibility, right? If you need to get a hold of the key decision makers or people in influence, you can do that. About 4 years ago, I was on a stage presenting to the audience, and I said that I couldn't have picked a better place to start my entrepreneurship journey, just because from the fact that this place is very blessed with really good leadership. They think very long-term, generations ahead, and they're building a society that caters to all, right? And that's been very positive, especially when you look at post-COVID era in terms of how they've handled the whole situation and so forth. It's become a destination. Forget tourism. Tourism has always been big, but now people are actually moving over here and making Dubai their second home or their primary home, right? Even though they might continue working in their home countries and so forth, but they all want to transition and move over here. The quality of life is great. The standard of living is fantastic.